doing more for the world of business and expanding the economy. Very, very delighted to meet with all my friends from the paper industry. At the outset, I wish you all well. I'm sure you're all getting set for the festive season ahead. A lot of us have been having a lot of marriages in our friend circle. We've celebrated Christmas. We have the New Year coming up. My best wishes to all of you and your families for the months, for the days ahead. And I'm sure your industry will continue to prosper as the country grows both economically and in its international relevance. Today is the birth anniversary of Sri Arun Jaitley ji, former finance minister, somebody who many of us in this room also knew personally, somebody we all looked up to as a true friend of business, a politician who embodied the highest levels of integrity and honesty. He will always live on in our hearts and will encourage others to serve the nation with the same spirit of nationalism that Arunji had. Paper is a carrier of knowledge, history, literature, and for centuries it has had a very important place in world history. In fact, today, with the digital world also taking center stage in our lives, paper continues to have a very preeminent position. Its accessibility, the nature of, let's say, a newspaper in the morning. You want to have your newspaper with a cup of tea to get to know what's happening around the world. It's also biodegradable, so part of the circular economy. And I think putting pen to paper is something which we all continue to do in our day to day lives. In fact, it has endless uses, be it in communication, advertising, branding, packaging, hygiene, keeping records, art, publishing. Paper is truly a part of our day to day lives in more ways than one. And I'm sure that going forward, the importance of paper is only going to increase given that it is recyclable, it is sustainable, and it reduces emissions significantly using less and less water with the new technologies that the paper industry today uses. Your association is now quite an old association. I believe it was set up in 1959. You have 36 member associations, and the first conference was inaugurated by Sri Lal Bahadur Shastri. In fact, Honorable Prime Minister Modi has also participated in an event of the FPTA. Certain sections of your industry have raised some concerns about paper imports and that there is dumping or under invoicing or misdeclaration of paper. I would urge you that you may give us more specific details or approach the Director General of Trade Remedies if you find any malpractices happening in the import of paper. But you must recognize that as government, we have to balance the interests of all stakeholders. And India still has not become totally self-sufficient in our demand or ever-growing demand for paper. I do believe there's potential for some of you to start investing in the paper industry, manufacturing in paper, and also bringing newer technologies for high quality paper which is the need of the hour, and many of which constitutes the imports that are happening in India. I think the time is right for us to look at making much larger volumes of paper in India, and the critical pathway to expanding the paper industry will center around four important themes. One, we'll have to be competitive in quality and service. We'll need some more integrated mills. We'll have to focus on economies of scale so that we can compete with the rest of the world. And I think more research or innovation with latest technology being used for manufacturing paper
Claro.
will help us not only meet high quality standards or the quality control orders that BIS has put out, but will also help us become a part of global value chains and encourage greater degree of value addition in India. Second, sustainability is today getting good value in international markets. Paper made from recycling of waste paper or agri waste or stones or rubble or from the waste from trees, shrubbery is also getting a very good value in the market. I think at the same time, our industry should also resolve that for every tree that is cut to provide wood, 10 more should be planted so that we continue to maintain ecological balance and ensure sustainability in the entire Indian ecosystem. You will recall Prime Minister Modi's call to the world, Mission Life, lifestyle for environment. I think one of the critical elements of that was ensuring that we have a decarbonized world and we have sustainable manufacturing practices. Also, we reduce wastage in our consumption pattern. Third, Atmanirbharta is the way forward. We'll have to expand our domestic production capacity and focus on getting new grades of paper in the country. We'll have to look at replacing single use plastic, which has now been banned, with high quality or weight bearing paper. We'll have to look at cutlery or cups and plates, other areas where green technologies can help us replace plastic. And finally, I believe there's huge potential for exports, particularly through smart packaging solutions. I would encourage you to collaborate with the Indian Institute of Packaging and come up with more convenient products or value added products, sustainable products, which can help improve the quality of packaging and expand the demand for paper products in the country. Friends, you are all truly representatives of the aspirations of New India, of the growth story of Young India, of our collective desire to make India a developed nation by 2047. एक विकसित भारत जो हम 2047 तक बनाने के लिए कर्तव्य भावना से निकल पड़े हैं. With that sense of duty, I appeal to all of you that let us redefine India at 100. Let us all become Viksit Bharat ambassadors. Let us all become stakeholders for a better tomorrow for our children. Let us all see how we can become self-reliant as well as providers to the rest of the world of high quality, cost competitive and sustainable products. This Amrit Kal is an opportunity for all of us to promote Indian goods, to promote Indian products. हमारा कर्तव्य बनता है कि हम भारतीयता को और भारत में बने हुए सामान को प्राथमिकता दें। मेरा आप सबसे अनुरोध है कि एक आत्मनिर्भर, सशक्त और मजबूत भारत के लिए हम सब अपने अपने कर्तव्य का निर्वहन करते हुए इस आने वाले अगले 24-25 वर्षों में, अमृत काल में, देश को एक विकसित भारत बनाने की मुहिम में अपना योगदान दें, अपना कार्य करें। भ्रष्टाचार मुक्त भारत जो आपका सपना है, जो मेरा सपना है, जो माननीय प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी का संकल्प है, इस भ्रष्टाचार मुक्त भारत जिसकी प्रगति में हमारी नारी शक्ति का बड़ा योगदान होगा, उसमें हम सब मिलकर काम करें, ऐसा मेरा आप सबसे अनुरोध है। आपने मुझे आज मौका दिया आपके मेंबर्स के साथ संवाद करने का, उसके लिए फेडरेशन ऑफ पेपर ट्रेडर्स एसोसिएशन ऑफ इंडिया का तहे दिल से धन्यवाद करना चाहता हूं। और आज तो मैं आपके बीच नहीं आ पाया, पर विश्वास दिलाता हूं कि आगे आने वाले दिनों में या चुनाव से फारूक होने के बाद, फ्री होने के बाद, जरूर एक ना एक दिन आप सबके साथ रूबरू मिलके और विस्तार से चर्चा करूंगा इन विषयों के ऊपर। आप सबको पुनः एक बार बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं।
सर नमस्कार। आप अगर आते हमारे बीच तो हमें बहुत अच्छा लगता, और पूरा देश आपकी तरफ देख रहा है, क्योंकि कॉमर्स से ही काम हमारा चलता है। आपके पास हम जब भी व्यापारियों की समस्या लेके आए, चाहे कैट के माध्यम से लेके आए या दिल्ली संस्थाओं की तरफ से लेके आए, आपने हमेशा उसका निवारण किया। हम उम्मीद करते हैं कि भविष्य में भी आप हमारी समस्याओं का, जैसे एमएसएमई को लेके विशेष अभी हमारा चल रहा है, एमएसएमई में जो इंडस्ट्री के हमारे है वो हमारे को टेबल को पूरे नहीं मिल रहे हैं, उसमें आपसे पहले भी चर्चा हुई थी, जब हम आपके पास मिलने आए थे उस दिन भी चर्चा हुई थी। तो बस उस पर देखें, आप दिल्ली में व्यापारियों को जोड़ने के लिए प्रोग्राम करना चाह रहे हैं। हम फेडरेशन की तरफ से आपसे आह्वान करते हैं कि हम उसमें जुड़ेंगे और मन से जुड़ेंगे। आप